Hello friends, in this video I will briefly discuss about performance security and BGB. The purpose of the performance security is to ensure due performance of the contract. Performance security is to be obtained from successful bidder awarded the contract as per Rule 171 of GFR 2017. In MES, performance security has been implemented with effect 1st of April 2019 through certain amendments of General Condition of Contracts IAFW 2249 and IAFW 1815Z. In this amendment, certain conditions has been added and certain existing condition has been modified. New condition 19 and 14A has been added in IAFW 2249 and IAFW 1815Z respectively. New condition 19 has been added in IAFW 2249 and 14A has been added in IAFW 1815Z. As per condition 19 of IAFW 2249, performance security has to be submitted by the successful bidder within 28 days of receipt of acceptance letter. As per condition 19 of IAFW 2249, which is the general condition of contract, which forms most of the contract, this is the part of the tender and part of the contract. So, as per condition of the contract, performance security has to be deposited within 28 days of receipt of acceptance letter by the contractor for the amount of 5% of the contract sum. However, as per government order, up to March 2023, performance security for only 3% of the contract sum has to be submitted by the contractor. Performance security can be deposited in the form of BGB in the prescribed form issued by scheduled bank. Format of the BGB is mentioned in manual on contract, and PS can be also submitted in the other forms like government security, FDR or any other instrument stipulated by accepting officer in the tender. Performance security has to be in the favor of accepting officer. After submission of performance security only, work order can be issued by the GE to start the work. If any contractor does not submit the performance security within 28 days of receipt of acceptance letter, then this constitutes a sufficient ground for cancellation of the contract. If the contract is cancelled, MES contractor already registered with MES has to deposit EMD through MRO, and if contractor is not listed, then EMD already submitted with the bid shall be forfeited by the accepting officer. Also, issue of tender to such bidder shall remain suspended till EMD is deposited in government treasury. However, before using this penalty, show cause notice has to be issued to contractor prior to cancellation. After submission of PS, even contract can be cancelled under the condition 52, 53, 54, then performance security forfeited or has to be forfeited in full. As per condition 19.4 of IAFW 2249 and similar condition which is mentioned in IAFW 1815Z, any compensation which is or other sum of money which is payable by contractor to the government in terms of the contract or any other contract with the government may be deducted from the performance security, and in the event of this deduction the performance security amount is reduced, the same shall has to be made good by the contractor within 10 days. Contractor has option to submit performance security in the form of BGB. I will briefly discuss about the BGB. Format of the BGB is given in a manual on contract appendix 2.1, and this BGB can be drawn on non-judicial stamp paper of appropriate value. BGB may be for part of security amount and balance may be in the shape of other form of security. For example, if the performance security amount is 5 lakh, then BGB may be for 3 lakhs and other balance amount 2 lakh may be in the form of FDR or other government instrument stipulated in tender. BGB may be furnished by contractor at any stage and accepted by the department. one or more bank guarantee bond may be submitted in the form of for the purpose of performance security. On submission of performance security in the form of BGB, accepting officers has to get the confirmation from the bank through email and keep it in record. Thereafter, on receipt of confirmation from the respective bank, head of the bank from which performance security in the form of BGB has been secured, then accepting officer will accept if otherwise found in order. Validity of BGB shall initially cover the period of defect liability period plus minimum 60 days beyond that. In case final bill is not paid during this period, the contractor has to be requested to extend the validity of such BGB for a suitable period so that final bill can be finalized and paid. If the contractor fails to extend the validity, government has the option to encash such BGB before its date of expiry. BGB shall be released if performance of the contract has been fulfilled with the submission of no claim certificate on the form of IFA 451 as per terms and condition of the contract. Contractor first has to apply to accepting officer with no claim certificate for release of performance security with copy to GE also. Then GE will submit no demand certificate addressed to accepting officer, in which GE has to clearly mention that terms and condition of the contract agreement so and so has been fulfilled and properly carried out by Sri or S such and such contractor, and there are no demands outstanding against the contractor and defect liability period has been over and final bill has been paid. So, these are the conditions before the release of BGB. I hope you have got some idea about the performance security and how the BGB is accepted and format of BGB which is available in manual contract and the release procedure. Thank you.